Hey guys, I'm Mythical Maniac, and today I wanted to talk about some of the things we may have missed in the new Scarlet and Violet trailer. Some of the things I thought was interesting. To begin, the first thing I noticed is the map, and we see it has 4 colours around the rotor magnifying glass. Could this be telling us where we have to go depending on the quest and story? And maybe the 4th one is just where our friends are if we're in a multiplayer world? I don't know, I just thought it was interesting that they had these things around the rotom. Then we get to see the first story, the rebellious student story, which I think will be mainly the treasure hunt story. While we're in here, you actually see the protagonist goes into the base, and we see them fighting with an Ori Koryo and a Makihita. During this you can see some blue light swapping between the 2 Pokemon. I think this is maybe how the player is deciding which Pokemon to attack and what Pokemon to attack. As you can see over the Houndour, it has a red arrow. One thing that gets me really confused is the new character Mela's car. When we see it, there is still no driver, which, I mean, she could be controlling it up from top. But when having a closer look, the engine has an eye and a mouth. Could this be a new Pokemon, or is it just meant to look like it has a face? Also talking about Team Stars, in the base it looks like there actually could be healers or PCs in the background. Next story we get is the Path of Legends story with Arvin, our upper head classmate. Here we can see very clear text that Arvin says, and I quote, "We are visiting the lairs of titans and nabbing their herba mystical." This obviously is the whole story. The goal is to go around battling all the titans to get their mystical herb. After talking to Ivan, we see the Titan Cloth, the new Pokemon. And this, I think, will be very similar to the boss battles of Legends Arceus, as we'll have to fight so many in different ways. And the fact that Ivan even says there is no point in a cloth being this big, it either has to do something with the herb, or possibly even a 3rd legendary. Or another thought I have is, could it be something related to Dynamax? And the final story we get to see is the Gym Challenge. Here we meet the chairwoman and the champion, Gita. A few things I noticed about Gita's design is that her hand on her glove, it looks to be a diamond. Sort of like the Z crystals that are used for Z moves. As well as her hair seems to remind me of the black ultra piece that captures Lily's mum. Here we also get to see what the gym test will be, which is sort of more of a minigame for before the gym, which I hope is better than Sword and Shields. And as you can tell, the gym tests aren't actually limited to gym alone. Through the quest with the Sunflora, it says Artisan, which is what I think is the town of the grass type gym. Once we finish the test, we are able to fight the gym leader, in this case Brassius. And although he is a grass type gym leader, he actually uses Sudowoodo, a rock type. But then he uses the terrestrial gimmick to turn it into a grass type. I'm wondering if all gym leaders will have this, where they'll have a Pokemon that doesn't match their type, but they are able to change its form when needed. For example, in the battle we can see that Quaxly clearly has the advantage against Sudowoodo when it's in its normal form, but then terrestrializes it to a grass type to defeat Quaxly. Could gym leaders do this to stop what's super effective against grass types? When Nemona is telling us we can go anywhere, we see some more of the map showing off a bunch of areas as well as little cutscenes. Most of them look to be like routes or towns, but one caught my eye which I didn't even notice was on the main map, and I'm going to have to look at later. There is a place with a bunch of small islands. And finally we get to see the good look of the 2 brand new Pokemon, which I'll talk about later. That's enough from the trailer. I also wanted to have a look at the website and see what we had information there. On the website we get a good look at the brand new Pokemon, which, excuse my pronunciation for them, Ceruledge and Amarouge. When we see them, we can see that Ceruledge is a Violet exclusive, while Amarouge is a Scarlet. Another point of interest is how similarly these Pokemon look to Gallade, or even Bisharp. Originally, I thought these Pokemon would be mythicals, but could these be brand new evolutions? Another thing that's on the trailer, that's on the website that's not in the trailer, is one of the brand new things we can do in it, being auto battles. This is sort of related to how Pokemon will walk with you in the Paldea region. On the website it says that you can point at areas and the Pokemon will go and pick up items for you, which, I mean, it saves a lot of time from walking to it. And auto battles is something else you can do while walking with your Pokemon. When walking with your Pokemon, they can auto battle, which means you won't have to instruct on what the Pokemon will have to do in battles. When you're in the auto battles, you can either stay and watch your Pokemon, or even walk away and look for items, or continue exploring. This addition will be a great idea for late game grinding to level up your team, as it gets tedious very quickly. Anyway, these are just some things I noticed while watching the trailer and rewatching it in the morning, because I recorded that video at 11 o'clock last night and I was tired. So hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one.